You know what it is. Welcome back, welcome back. Feeling a little bit better. The boys in the building. Uh, this shit's about to get a little, I don't know. I'm trying to contain myself, more than likely, because, dudes is already, doing the hard work, and I swear, I wish I could be on some of these, podcasts, because I notice men, they don't say certain things that they know. They're pointing these things out. And when they're trying to explain these natural things to women, I see that they just keep, arguing. And these men do a decent job of pointing out the facts. But, women hear things the way they want to hear it. Now, I'm going to line this up for y'all real quick. I'm watching the Fresh and Fit show, right? And there's an older woman on there, about 30-something years old. And she's very, tactical. As, older women usually are. They're usually grown. They've been through shit. They experience life. But women don't understand the mindset of a man because you're a woman. That's why when we tell you certain things, you're supposed to believe us. Now, some men are wrong, some men are right, because every man doesn't want exactly the same thing. Now, these young women were asked, because one of them asked them about chivalry and why chivalry's dead. So my man's lets them know, like, it's because of women. Women killed chivalry. And I agree with this. And this man goes on to explain why. Now, the question probably took maybe 5 minutes. This is a 30-minute video. It's like 10 minutes this man had to keep talking and because they keep interrupting and going over shit. So when I play this part of the video and he gets real raw, understand, women, this man's been suffering your interruptions to say 3 good points that would answer all the dumb questions that you're going to ask. Because men, we think about things so good, and we've already done it talking to other women about it, that we know what's in your mind. When I start speaking certain words and I get to sentence level 3, you're already thinking this. If you let me to get 4 and 5, that question will be solved, and that'll make you think of another question, and then I'm going to finish off, and then it's going to answer that question. If you only shut your mouth. Women really need to learn that it's a plus to hush. Because if a man's wrong, and you let him get all of that out, and then you say you're the fact or whatever, you can mic drop a nigga. And then he look like a dumbass talking for fucking 10 minutes about whatever, right? But you don't even give yourself the opportunity to mic drop on niggas when you do have facts. And then men like this can defeat your argument. Now, I'm going to defeat everybody's argument. I ain't on nobody's side. I'm on his side. And I keep explaining this shit.
No, my kids are racing.
Tinder. Plenty of fish. Bumble. There are plenty of.
Yeah.
No, I could
exactly for guys.
And the men said earlier, how much percent that men are literally willing to fuck anything? How, like, a huge percent.
They've done studies on this where they've literally taken a woman that's fat, obese, unattractive, and put her Tinder profile up, and then put a man's Tinder profile up that's in the top 1% of looks. The woman had 4 to 5 times as many matches as that man, and that woman was absolutely deplorable looking. So that's not even a point of argument.
For any woman that wants to argue that fact, I seen it in real life. When I moved here, I seen it when I was younger. I've been cool with women. I'm not one of the guys that don't get cool with women. And when I'm cool with a woman, y'all know about the best friend guy. Y'all tell him everything. So stop. I've seen women that. Why do women that are uglier can pull more men than an attractive man? Because the attractive man has to waste fucking money. So even if he could, it takes resources, his time, and him putting in work during sex. The ugly woman, all the average men that don't get sex and can't have sex with pretty women because they're short and they're ugly in the face or they're fat or whatever, all of those men come to realization and say, all right, they're out of my league. I'm going to go try to get that one. And while everybody thinks that fat girl doesn't have sex because she's always in the house, nah, she's how you think she paying her rent, dog? She don't work.
An attractive man has less pull than an average girl. Even a below average girl.
What's wrong with
Period.
I'm saying all that. I'm saying all that.
It's not
establish
supposed to
the
be like
foundation
that.
Of what me and you were talking about earlier when I said women have more options than men. Now, going back to what I was saying, since women have more options than men, that lets them be more picky, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so if you're more picky, that means
Thank you.
that you're going to select a man that's better because you have more options, correct?
Yes.
No, it's because what you said earlier. We have to carry a baby.
It's
It's
gestation, and you know that. Come on, Myron. I've watched your show before.
Yeah, well,
I
then
know that.
You should know then that if you watch the show, that women look for men that have a bunch of different traits: tall,
So does
money,
men,
social
though.
status, security, strength.
Because
all
we are
these things.
carrying your baby. You don't.
That does not refute.
That's what it used to be for. That's what good women think of. I need my man to be physically fit because I'm going to let him have sex with me. His mind and what he already looks like is good. But daddy, I need you to grow some muscles, dog. I might have your baby. So that means for 9 months I'm incapable of protecting myself. Besides that, what if somebody tries to hurt your baby? I need you to... So women look for strong men. This is why most women want buff guys. And most men don't complain about that. We just don't understand it because I could be skinny and this can take out 20 buff guys. So why do I need to get big? I didn't invent that so I could go do... No. The little dudes invented that. Why do you think we invented that? For these big niggas. Why do you think weapons get invented? Because big niggas, we used to have to fist fight back in the cave days, back in the days of Moses, you know, remember with the swords? So if a nigga was big, you had to fucking, with the fist. You don't think little men designed weapons first to fight bigger men? Duh. To even the odds. Yet little men still get looked at as nothing, no? Even though we're twice as smart and, you know, we'll demolish you, big nude. We'll demolish you, you know it. That's why everybody says stay away from the small, crazy, skinny guy. Because they know you don't know what the hell kind of plane he's got going. You know what I mean? But that's besides the point. It's the truth. Women like to be protected because, you know, they're dangerous. So a man has to, if you're not physically super strong with the big muscles, they at least want to know you're about that life. That you'll go down with the ship at least. And there's nothing wrong for a woman wanting that because you know you are going to bear our children.
That does not refute my point that women have more options
I'm
than men
creating a
do.
human with you.
If anything, that increases the chances of them being more selective.
Well, duh. That's
That's not
evolutionary
arguing.
psychology.
Okay,
Like,
well,
what
that's
point
what-
are you making?
Well, if you would stop interrupting, I'd be able to do so.
She's just having a conversation.
My whole point is that chivalry is dead because women have more options than they've ever had before thanks to the internet, dating apps, etc. So therefore, why is a girl going to sit there and take roses from the nice guy when she has a bad boy NBA player sliding in her DMs if she's attractive enough?
Depends on
Women
the
have more
girl.
options. Yo, shut the
It
fuck up.
It
Everybody
depends
shut
on
the
the
fuck
girl.
up. If I'm talking, shut up until I make my point. The reason why you guys keep interrupting with asinine comments is because you don't let me finish
You're the
saying
one
what the
who's
fuck I'm
getting
saying.
triggered right now. You told us to not get
Be
triggered.
quiet. Be quiet.
Okay.
Because you guys been...
You see how that man had to wow out? See, I wanted to skip past all the bullshit before that, and he had to keep answering other shit, and they keep going around in circles, so I skipped that. But to skip that and get to the meat, to play for y'all, that I have to play that, and I know women are gonna hear that and be like, who the fuck this nigga think he talking to? Now, he had to wow out because this woman is about to do it again while he just snapped and said, shut the fuck up, bro. It's like my house. I live here. This is my show. He ain't say it like that, but he's like, he has to do that every night. Every woman shuts the fuck up because they understand this is the host. This is the fucking nigga that put this shit together. So if he says shut the fuck up, let him finish. One woman is about to approve why chivalry's dead right here.
Interrupting the entire time, and then you ask me stupid questions, which I'm about to answer,
Stupid
but I
questions.
can't. Yo.
It's not stupid questions.
2,
But I got you.
3,
You think that's funny?
What?
When you talk, we don't.
4.
No, it's not funny. But I don't
Five.
I don't like someone saying shut the fuck up.
Because you've been interrupted
6.
several times. I've counted it. It's been over 5. As I've been trying to make
Then
you.
my
7.
bad.
I
My
mean,
bad.
he told me, and I worked for her, so
That's my
relax,
bad.
relax.
So if
8.
I'm making a point, be quiet.
There you
Speak
go.
when spoken to.
9.
If you said quiet, I would have. Yeah,
Shut
that's
up.
fine.
10.
But see, here's the thing though. When you keep doing it,
My bad.
I have to
11.
let you know, hey, shut up.
That's fine. You can
12.
Okay then.
Yeah, I got you.
Shut up.
13.
Anyway, so what I was saying was, the whole point, just to bring this back so this all makes sense, I'm saying chivalry is dead. Romance is dead. Women killed it. Okay? My argument for that,
You know what the crazy part is? She's the most beautiful one in the room, too. If I were to go off looks, I would pick her. And then I'd go on a date, and she would open her mouth and do that. And I'd have sex with her and leave her. If I was like, back in my old days, like majority of the men y'all get, you do it to yourselves. Your options of what yous want and the way yous become is the reason why yous are gonna fucking suffer. If there's no getting around it. You're your own worst enemy. Because you act like this means even a bad boy don't want to deal with you. You're too fucking... So men still want to have sex just like you still want to have sex. Men have sex with women they don't wife though. Yous don't understand that. And when we finally want to get married, if you're not wifeable, well, bye-bye. Yous don't get that. And the older yous get, yous think, all right, well, I wised up now. That's good. But
is because Instagram, online dating apps, etc. Women have more options than ever before. So since women have more options, they could be more selective. Since they're more selective, they're going to screen harder for men that meet certain metrics. Since women have more options. So therefore, nice guys didn't have a chance before. Now they have even less of a chance because women have options that extend states. A girl that's in LA,
countries,
in New York, if her Instagram profile is good enough, and get flown out within a couple of days. Women have more options now. So therefore, why the fuck is a girl that's hot, that's in the middle of Topeka, Kansas, going to tolerate a guy locally next to her giving her some flowers saying, oh, you're so beautiful, when she can go ahead and get flown out by another guy? So if anything, today with internet and modern day society, it's made women even less appreciative of chivalrous and nice guys.
So what's the average man's problem? Or niggas that don't make a lot of money? Who's your enemy? Women? Or men that know you don't make a certain amount of money automatically, and I live in a big city, so I'm gonna DM your Kansas City girl and say, come out here because I could blow a month's worth of money on you. Come out here. I make more money than you, so I could just, don't y'all see what's going on? It's not the women's fault. It's greedy ass men.
That's
Correct.
my argument. Now I'm turning it to y'all.
The thing is, the internet is way more desperate now. So the thing
And
is,
stupid
men are
ass
more
women.
Desperate.
But he's not saying that everybody's like that.
My point is that he's saying chivalry is dead. The thing is, men have become more desperate in this day and age, which is why women become.
Now, this is why I wish I was there, because nobody's going to point this out, but they are. Men are more desperate, you women, how you see you get 1 million DMs, and every nigga, you're all the same, you want to get hit up. Most of those men never get to be around women. That's why men are more desperate, because yous are more picky, and yous only fuck certain niggas that look good or have money. See, for the good guy, you're a normal woman and you'll sleep with him because he looks that good and he's charming or whatever, right? The ugly man that's not so whatever, he has money. and he'll give it to you and splurge and turn you into a whore, and you're literally a prostitute for that. And then the average guy that don't look good, he's decent in the face, but he don't got the money neither. That's the man you completely diss. There's more men like that. And then when the pretty guy and the rich guy, you realize they're going to hit 50 and can still do what they're doing, and they ain't going to pick you no more because you're not hot and young anymore, and there's a bunch of young ones, then you come back down to the regularville, averageville. But by then, you've already given yourself away to all these bad boys and other guys, and they broke your mind.
Way more or less. It's way more easier to select a man because men are more, it's so easy to jump on any woman, on anything that they can. Now in this day and age, especially on the internet dating apps, because 9 times out of 10, because the thing is, a lot of men do catfishing. A lot of
She literally is fighting to say women are not killing chivalry, but saying all men jump on anything. But women are the ones that open your legs. We can't have sex with you without you agreeing and saying, yes, you can have it. Most men don't get sex, though. So, what the fuck is her argument again? Because it kind of doesn't make any sense. You only fuck certain men. And they don't want you. Because you're average, regular, or below regular women. You're the guy that you diss. You're his wife. You don't get it.
men pretend to be something that they're not. So at the end of the day,
how does that refute my argument?
What's your point?
How does that
I love
refute
you,
my
but
argument?
it doesn't. And we all, as women, want to say that that's not what's true, but it is.
It is, because the thing is, like, when you get something constantly, you get used to it.
You don't appreciate it. Thank
You don't want the nerd. You don't want the nerd next door that's
you know?
being nice to us and trying to take us out because he's freaking ugly, but we want the fucking guy that's
All right,
trying to
look,
take us
I get
out.
that you guys agree.
No.
I'm going to turn this to girls that disagree.
I disagree.
Hold on, okay.
Sorry.
What did I say that was incorrect there? Because the whole point is women kill chivalry and romance, and I explained why. Go ahead.
Wait, what are you asking me?
Yeah,
They killed
Counselor.
it.
Stupid.
They
So
killed it because
I'm giving you the opportunity now. to
Nobody
respond to what I
wants the
said.
nigga that's
it's
getting
both parties.
smart.
Both parties killed it. It's like you're both contributing to the same thing because you're both hurt, you're both lost. It starts from the family foundation. Like, if your family is dysfunctional, you're gonna naturally want toxic stuff.
I'm not talking about the why. I'm telling you what is. Can you refute what I just said about why chivalry is dead?
Why?
And
it's
women killed it. That's my stance.
It's both parties. It's both
But
parties.
who is the larger
They-
contributor to the death of chivalry and romance? Men or women?
is true.
I said it's women, and I gave an argument for why.
Yeah.
Can you refute that?
It's both parties because men hurt that woman and now she turned into a player. Now she playing everybody. Now she hurting the good boy and the good boy is hurting others. It's like a chain that
It's not a chain. Majority of good men, the average ones that hurt, use, and abuse, and then we go broken or the jail and all of that. Our lives are ruined forever until we stop fucking with yous. The guys with money and shit, that crazy stuff y'all do to them means nothing. You don't ruin his life. He ends up getting you locked up and shit. Remember? You don't damage their life. You fuck your real husband's life up. The guy you're gonna call in the fucking 15 years later after, you get tired of dick.
goes, you know? So it's both
Okay, you
parties.
said she got hurt.
Yeah.
Who hurt her?
Bad boy, right?
Who picked the bad boy?
She didn't know probably. You know,
But who picked him?
she did because she didn't have a good foundation in her
She
family.
picked the bad boy.
'Cause she
One girl says nobody wants the fucking nerd nigga going to school, and then this chick goes, yeah, and then cops 10 seconds later and says, yeah, we picked bad boys because we didn't know. You knew who the bad boy was. Stop with the fucking yous don't know. Like, we're dumb. We don't know who the bad girl is. We don't know that the girl with the tits hanging out and the girl that we hear fucked like 8 niggas already and all of this. We know you're a bad girl. What the fuck are you talking about? We don't know. We take the fucking chance. That's why good men, regular average men that you destroy and we can't get back up till fucking later on in life, that's what's wrong with us. We take a chance on one of you harlots and suffer forever. The guys that leave you and make you feel like this, the bad boys, they're not even thinking about you. You didn't hurt their life.
Didn't have a good foundation in her family.
Did I not say that women pick who fucks?
Okay.
She didn't have a
Are
good
you?
foundation in her family.
Did I not say that?
Yeah, that's cool because she didn't know who she was. You know?
But they're still picking.
Right, but they'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? If they're not continue being lost in that path.
My argument is that women kill romance and chivalry, and you just proved it again in your statement.
It's not just women.
Have you ever
Both
lied or
parties.
manipulated to get laid?
Yeah.
Have you ever lied or manipulated?
Yes.
Every single guy's done that.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So there's no onus on the man for doing that.
Again, what did I say before? Men are deductive problem solvers, correct? So if men want to get laid, they realize that being honest with women, being a nice guy, doesn't work. So how do they adapt? And
And
lying
then-
and manipulating.
And then women who are these beautiful young ladies' age realize and start to put together the patterns and the pieces that, oh, wait a minute, he is being an asshole. He is manipulating me.
Right.
He is
There you go.
not a good guy. And then they wake up
They wake up.
and go, oh,
That's not it.
I know that
That's not it.
pattern. I know that
How
gaslighting
long does it
pattern.
take, though?
I know that Machiavellian
Years.
pattern.
Nah, 1 year.
She's right. You do wake up. About time 30 years old, 35, when you're not hot no more. Like all the men say. When you hit the wall. When men that are up there stop fucking you and stop calling you. When they start treating you like the average woman you really are now, because you lost your beauty and everything, you don't have the kick, the youth, the fire. You don't have that no more. They've drained it from you. Now, you don't get it. They stole your fucking youth. They stole the thing that every man wants from you. You at your best time. You without so many partners. Get it? So they use you up. They don't care about body count because they're not keeping you. Then they throw you down to us and you just wake up and say, oh yeah, the nerd, the regular guy that fucking works wherever he works. That's 2 incomes. I just need a little extra money. I got my good job or whatever. And I'm beyond the thuggo shit. I'm beyond the pretty boy shit. Yeah, I need an average man. Plus he knows how to put it down. What the fuck was I thinking? That's all I've ever needed anyway. I have my own money. I could have been getting good sex and fucking with this good looking nigga. Y'all start thinking about those things and stuff like, but then you don't realize that same man's been down here and watching you get your back blown out. When you realize that some of us stayed celibate for years and we still got the Thundercat energy and we get a hold of you and you can't even perform because now you're tired. You've given your flame away. They've dimmed your flame. You don't work out on your body, so you didn't reignite your flame. And that's the man that marries you. You get a happy ending while the man you love gets what's there. This is why I say, you want to solve that problem, make us come back and take you in? Some of us deserve more than one of you. Because you're on half tank, right? My money, my money. We don't want you. We don't want you for your money. Even young fucking or regular average men we don't pick women for money. We pick women for relationships and, to live life and have experienced these feelings with and these things. Duh. We ain't going on Bugatti trips, so what else do we have to do? Oh yeah, live life and talk about things and, do things. But now, since we only get half a woman because you're half the age you were and where you're out your prime, why can't I get 2 of you? Why? Or why can't I get one of you that don't have so many dicks in them, but you can't go back? You can't. Some of yous have gone so far that it's like you don't get it. Men want to throw up when we hear the numbers. You just don't get it. That's why you're all scared to say your body count in front of a man. Your husband don't even know your body count.
Not true.
So hold on. Whose fault is it though?
Yeah,
If
well-
he's choosing, For example,
Okay, I love you guys, but this is the
hold on.
part that like drives me crazy about your show.
Here's the choice.
Is the black and white thinking and the blaming. It doesn't do
Because
anything.
that's the point,
In
though.
general.
It's not supposed to be
very
looking
general.
at a
It's
woman.
like, why don't you guys make unity? Why don't you guys make it understand
not
that
the
it's
point of
both
the show.
parties
That's not the
that's
point.
contributing to it? I get it that you're
It's
trying
the
to bash
point of
women.
my
I
show.
understand that
That's not
that's
true,
the
though.
main
No,
that's the
How do
main
we
thing.
bash women?
Who's
Yeah.
that doing?
I needed that part 2 coming right after this. I needed her to say that because that's the truth. Where's the unity? What do I preach all the time? Unity. But it's gonna cost you, women. Didn't you see what I played for the black women? They're not black women. So is this predicament of women wanting to come back to their men and all that more than just yes it is. And yous did us dirty for years. You think that we're not going back to the days of our grandpas and shit? Where we, do our thing and